When a woman ignores you, your reaction can either enhance or diminish your value. Do you throw a tantrum like a spoiled child, or do you act like a man preserving your dignity? Listen closely. When a woman ignores you and you begin to lose control, she'll think she's too good for you. But when you don't fall into that trap, not only do you protect your self-respect, but you also turn the tables, making her regret her decision. She might even end up crawling back to you, begging for your attention. In this video, we will reveal the right way to handle a woman ignoring you. You'll learn how to take control of the situation while maintaining your confidence and self-worth. Let's dive into how to use reverse psychology to make her rethink her actions, and how you can maintain your dignity without losing your self-esteem. 1. Don't beg for her attention. One of the most common manipulative tactics women use is to ignore you to make you beg for their attention. She might not respond to your messages, or she may act as if you don't exist in social situations, but you must resist the urge to do exactly what she wants. Seek her attention. Here's why begging for attention is a mistake. It shows that her validation is more important than your own self-worth. It feeds her ego, making her think she's in control. You'll lose her respect and dignity in her eyes because you'll seem like a pleaser, someone willing to sacrifice their self-esteem for her approval. Your small mistake of chasing her attention can backfire, diminishing your self-esteem and making you look weak. Instead of feeding her ego, turn the tables by focusing on your own goals and personal development. When you stop seeking her validation, she will begin to question why she doesn't have control over you. She'll start to wonder why her usual tactics aren't working, and that's when regret sets in. 2. Don't put her on a pedestal. It's easy to be swayed when someone you love ignores you, but this is a critical mistake. Do not put her on a pedestal. If you place her above your own self-worth, you're setting yourself up for emotional destruction. Always remember, your self-esteem is more important than any woman's attention. Women may come and go in your life, but your self-esteem is something you must protect at all costs. When you allow someone's validation to define you, you lose your own sense of superiority. You must develop a mindset where you believe that no one is inherently superior to you. This mindset shifts the power dynamic. You're no longer someone seeking validation. You are someone who values yourself regardless of external factors. When she ignores you, show her through your actions that you value your self-esteem above all. You have your own qualities and achievements that deserve respect, even if she's blind to see them. Approach the situation with confidence, not insecurity. Send her a message that you're not desperate for attention, and that you demand mutual respect. When you do this, you shift the power back in your favor, and she'll be more likely to realize her mistake. 3. Increase your value. Here's the next crucial step. Increase your value. When a woman ignores a man, about 90% of men react in the worst possible way. They lose focus, wallow in self-pity, and can't seem to function in their everyday lives. Don't be that guy. The best way to make her regret ignoring you is to invest in yourself. Grow as a person, mentally, emotionally, and even physically. Start pursuing your passions, set new career goals, and work on your emotional intelligence. By doing this, not only do you increase your value in her eyes, but you also become more attractive to others around you. You'll no longer be the man who crumbles when ignored. Instead, you'll be the man who rises above it, becoming stronger, more focused, and more resilient. When you elevate your personal value, you gain respect, not only from her, but from everyone. You become more desirable, and her initial decision to ignore you becomes something she deeply regrets. 4. Don't show emotional weakness. If you want to preserve your self-esteem, it's essential to maintain emotional control. Let's be clear. If you allow yourself to be emotionally vulnerable or show distress, you tarnish the idea of what it means to be a man in her eyes. Men are naturally seen as emotionally, mentally, and physically strong. Women, on the other hand, may not have the same level of emotional resilience, and some may believe they can make you submit to their desires simply by ignoring you. Don't let that happen. When she ignores you, it's only natural to feel hurt. But here's the key. Don't let those emotions show on your face. When you display emotional control, you prevent her from emotionally manipulating you. Emotional control is the hallmark of a strong man. When you master your emotions, you master the situation, and that's how you keep her from influencing your actions. On the contrary, if you allow emotions to take over, you're setting yourself up to be dictated by your feelings, which can lead to actions that damage your character. Women can easily see through this and will know they can manipulate you because your decisions are emotionally driven. But if you remain composed, she loses that power over you. Your emotional strength shows that you aren't dependent on her opinion of you. 5. Ignore her existence. Now, this may seem counterintuitive, but sometimes the best strategy is to ignore her back. Women crave attention, and when they don't get it, they become anxious, questioning their own value. This obsession grows when she notices that her act of ignoring you isn't having the desired effect. When you ignore her, it shows that you're emotionally independent and don't rely on her approval for your sense of self-worth. This creates an air of mystery and intrigue. She'll begin to wonder why her actions aren't affecting you, and she'll likely regret treating you poorly. By maintaining emotional composure and ignoring her behavior, you show that you have better things to do than worry about her petty games. This not only preserves your self-esteem, but elevates your status in her eyes. 6. Develop your skills and interests. Another critical step in maintaining your value and composure is focusing on self-development. Whether it's pursuing educational goals, professional advancement, or improving your emotional intelligence, working on yourself builds your sense of accomplishment. Women are attracted to men who are growing and thriving. Not only that, but by focusing on self-improvement, you divert your attention from the emotional turmoil of being ignored. This personal growth transforms into an aura of confidence and intrigue that others find appealing, including the person who initially ignored you. 7. Value friendships and family relationships. When someone you care about ignores you, it's natural to feel isolated. However, instead of dwelling on the rejection, turn your attention to the people who truly care about you, your friends and family. They've been by your side through thick and thin and can provide emotional support during difficult times. Valuing these relationships not only strengthens your emotional resilience, but also reminds you of your self-worth. Surrounding yourself with people who genuinely appreciate you reinforces your sense of belonging. It also sends a strong message to the woman ignoring you that you have a support system and are loved and valued. This may make her rethink her actions and realize what she's missing out on. 8. Keep yourself busy. When a woman you love ignores you, it's easy to feel lost. But instead of letting those feelings consume you, stay busy. Engage in hobbies, pick up new skills, or dive into personal projects that bring you fulfillment. Keeping yourself occupied serves two purposes. It distracts your mind from the situation and proves that you're not dependent on her attention for your happiness. When she sees you thriving without her validation, she'll question why her actions didn't affect you and may reconsider her decision to ignore you. 9. Be open to reconciliation. While it's crucial to protect your self-esteem, you should also be open to mutual understanding if she's willing to address the issues constructively. If she's ready to communicate and resolve the matter, show your ability to listen and understand her perspective while also expressing your feelings openly and confidently. In the end, this can lead to a stronger, more resilient relationship based on mutual respect and understanding. 10. Be assertive and set boundaries. It's essential to be assertive and set clear boundaries when dealing with a woman who ignores you. Let her know that you deserve respect and will not tolerate emotional games. If she continues to ignore you, be prepared to protect your emotional well-being by temporarily distancing yourself. Setting boundaries communicates strength and self-respect, which can be a powerful signal to her that you won't be manipulated. If she's open to constructive conversation, then be willing to listen and address the issues. However, if she isn't, maintaining those boundaries is crucial. 11th, cultivate self-confidence. When you're ignored, it's natural to start doubting yourself. But this is exactly when you need to double down on your self-confidence. Remind yourself of your worth, your accomplishments, and the qualities that make you valuable. Your self-esteem should not be determined by someone else's actions or approval. The more confident you become, the less you'll be vulnerable to emotional manipulation, and the more capable you'll be of handling these challenging situations with resilience.